Semi-final 2 for round 11 of Titans RX is underway. Big wheel spin there from Hagen. Great launch meanwhile for Kevin Hansen and Jerome Grossage. And in, keep an eye out as well for Munich, trying to find his way through up the inside. Ronnie Searock on the outside line in P3 almost. And contact there between Grossage and in and Kevin Hansen at the first corner. Grossage and in's got his elbows out early doors. They're nearly 3 wide in the background there, but you can see Tommy Hagen does manage to get himself back into P3 after a very poor start indeed. Down into turn 2, they're taking it very gingerly, and I am not surprised in the slightest. They've just seen 3 drivers sending into the gravel trap there. Thankfully, on this occasion, everybody makes it through okay.
Yeah, everyone very cautious there, but Kevin Hansen shutting the door quite firmly on Grossage in to make sure he was the first person going into that corner. As Ronnie Searock runs a little bit wide there, and that is allowing Rennie Munich to close the gap on him, but he can't quite find a gap to get through. He's on the outside on the run up to turn 1. But, well, we're just seeing an outer shot now. We'll have to see if he's made it past. No, he's still going for the outside line.
Ronnie pushed him out there. Ronnie squeezed him out into the barrier, and there was nowhere there for Rennie Munich to go at all. So rough racing from Ronnie Searock there, just trying to defend that position. Nowhere for Rennie Munich to go, and it's just so difficult in these conditions to judge how you take the line to the corner. That could have just been Ronnie's line he was going through for there, and there was just no room for Rene.
No, so Rene unluckily is caught out there, but well, out in front it is Kevin Hansen who leads, but he doesn't have a massive gap up to the 2 guys behind him. But one advantage he does have, however, is a clear windscreen.
Yeah, that is hugely important. Visibility in these conditions must be absolutely appalling, even if you're leading the race. But following another car, well, that's a completely different matter. Windscreen wipers going 10 to a dozen for Jerome Grossage in, and Tommy Hagen, you can see in close form behind them. Down in towards turn number 2 we go. All of these drivers, you can see they're just being smooth. Normally we'd see them being flat out sideways through a corner such as this, but they're just taking it gingerly, taking it carefully. And as we saw, that's the name of the game, keeping on the straight and narrow, and you never know your luck. Yeah,
so it's just, like you say, the survival of the fittest in this occasion, or survival of the carefulest in this one. But, of course, you can't be too careful, because then you won't be quick enough.
No, that is true. You can see there just Grossage in going a little bit wide into turn 1, and Tommy Hagen also following him through there, but these guys just doing a really good job of keeping things on the straight and narrow. A big pronounced gap now back to P4 of Ronnie Searock. I think Mandy August has hit some troubles as well, because she's not come over the timing line. We did see a bit of a brief one. I think Tommy Hagen might have a front left puncher there, because his tyre was looking a little bit deflated going into that corner. Perhaps it was just the compression of the suspension that caused my eyes to be deceiving me. But going into this right-hander,
we'll have to see how easy he can turn the car in. He's hooked it on the inside of the curb there, but it doesn't seem to have the characteristics of a puncture, but it could well be that it was a gravel corner and not a tarmac one.
Yeah, no, it looks okay actually. I was wrong in that one. I think it was just the compression of the suspension fooling my eyes. You can see though Grossage in is beginning to put the pressure onto Kevin Hansen out of turn number 1. They were getting pretty close, but ultimately that cost Grossage in. It cost his drive out of that first corner, and Kevin was just able to pull out a couple of car lengths, and that was just a bit of breathing room that he needed to stop that charge from the Flying Frenchman. And if anything, it's been a bit of a detriment to him. Now allowing Tommy Hagen to get himself involved in and amongst the mix, and now Hagen is going to go for the inside line at the penultimate corner. Up the inside goes Hagen into P2 in the semi-final 2 here for round 11 of Titans RX. That is brilliant from Toppy, a nice clean move, and he's now into 2nd place, and that'll be good for him, because that'll be a 2nd row start for the final.
Yeah, Toppy needed that, because that gives him 1 position further up, although Grossage was having a look up the inside on the way down to turn 2, but couldn't quite get the drive out of the corner. But yeah, Toppy Hagen needed that, because the man in front of him is one of his title rivals, so for him to be starting closer to him on the grid for the final, it's going to give him a bit of a helping hand.
You're absolutely right, Dan, about that drying line. You can see it, definitely see it going through turn 2. The sun is coming out here in Estering, so that is good to see, and it's beginning to dry the circuit ever so slightly. There is Toppy Hagen in P2. Over the line, though, comes Kevin Hansen. He wins semi-final 2 here in Estering. Toppy Hagen finishes in P2, and Jerome Grossage makes it through to the final in P3. Ronnie Searock will come over the line in 4th place. Rennie Munich finishes in P5, and we don't quite know what happened to Mandy August. Looks like she had some dramas out there on track, and that means that she finishes down in 6th position.
Talk us through that race.
Yeah, it was a really intensive race for me, and I lost the start again. I don't know why, but it was a lot of wheel spin, and yeah, but in general we were P2, and now we're heading to the final where the points coming, so it's gonna be interesting, I guess.
You are gagging for a proper fight on that circuit, aren't you?
Yeah, everybody are. Also the spectators who came here today, even it's raining, I think they will show a great fight.
Yeah, well look, thank you for talking to us. Good luck in the final and give us some good action in the final. Brilliant, thank you.